Nepal, Generation Z versus Nepo Kids. What really ignited the country? The mainstream explanation for today's protests, which escalated into riots, is the government's ban on social media. 2 years ago, Nepal's authorities passed a law requiring all social platforms to officially register and have a local representative. Some complied. TikTok and Viber are still working. Telegram is in negotiations. But many global internet giants ignored these demands. As a result, 26 platforms that refused to legalize their presence were blocked. Soon after, Generation Z, deeply integrated into digital culture and daily life online, went to the streets. Yet in countries with stable institutions like Switzerland, such a ban would hardly provoke violent unrest. The difference lies in the existence of deeper social and political tensions. Nepal has them, just as Libya, Syria, Georgia, Egypt, and Ukraine once did. In those cases, initial demonstrations often started with genuine demands for more freedom, democracy, better governance, and against corruption. Over time, such movements were repeatedly overtaken by radical elements, leading to violent escalations and, in some cases, long-lasting instability. Nepal itself has faced long-standing structural problems. After the abolition of the monarchy, the Maoist-led governments struggled to deliver on promises of building a functional social state. Unemployment remains high. 2/3 of the population live in rural areas without proper infrastructure, and about 1/3 of GDP depends on remittances from migrant workers. Tourism linked to the Himalayas remains one of the few stable economic pillars. At the same time, a striking contrast is visible in the digital space. On TikTok, groups of so-called Nepo Kids, children of politicians and elites, showcase luxury lifestyles, expensive clothes, and foreign travel. These displays of privilege further highlight the widening gap between ordinary citizens and the ruling class. Finally, Nepal's geopolitical position adds complexity. The country lies between China and India, two powers that have recently moved toward closer cooperation within a shifting global order. Against this backdrop, large-scale protests fueled by discontent and social inequality quickly escalate beyond their initial causes. In many countries, such demonstrations have transformed into broader political movements once timing and external influences aligned.